Let's just get right to it. Are you worried that AI is coming for your job? Come on, it's the question on everyone's mind, right? It's that low level hum of anxiety we all feel in our careers right now. And you know what? That feeling isn't just paranoia. The ground really is shifting under our feet, and it's happening faster than ever before. But here's the thing, understanding what's really going on is the first step to not just surviving, but actually thriving in this new world.
I mean, listen to this quote from Noah Magazine. It kind of hits you right in the gut, doesn't it? It perfectly captures that fear that the very skills that built our careers, typing, crunching numbers, writing code, are becoming, well, commodities. That blinking cursor on the screen, which used to feel like job security, now feels a lot more uncertain. And this isn't some far off futuristic problem. According to the research firm Gartner, by 2026, that's just around the corner, AI is expected to automate so many tasks that it could wipe out more than half of the current duties for a lot of middle management roles. Seriously, think about it. Scheduling, pulling reports, tracking performance, those are all prime targets for automation. This has huge implications for the classic career ladder we all thought we were climbing. The change isn't coming, it's already here.
Okay, but being scared isn't a strategy. So in this explainer, we're going to move from that initial shock to a real concrete plan. We'll start with the AI wake-up call, then we'll dive into something called the Great Refactoring. We'll explore the rise of what's known as the judgment economy, reframe how we think about AI as a teammate, and finally, I'll lay out a clear plan to future-proof your career.
All right, first up, the AI wake-up call. Let's be totally honest. The anxiety is real because the change is real. This isn't like past tech shifts that took, decades to really take hold. Nope, this one is moving at the speed of code.
So while all the headlines are screaming about mass unemployment and robots taking over, the real change is a lot quieter. It's happening inside our day-to-day work. Right now, AI is already automating tasks that used to be 100% human. And AI can whip up a basic legal contract in seconds. It can handle really complex customer service questions. It can build financial models from just a few simple prompts. This isn't sci-fi, folks. This is just the new reality of work.
And that brings us to a really crucial idea, the Great Refactoring. The big fear out there is that AI is just going to replace us, job for job, leading to this massive unemployment crisis. But what if we're looking at this all wrong? What if it's not about getting replaced, but about a massive reshuffling of what we do all day? So, the myth is total job replacement. The reality, it's all about task automation. See, AI is brilliant at repeatable, predictable work. It's not about eliminating the job of a software developer. It's about automating all the boring boilerplate code so they can focus on designing brilliant, complex systems. It's not about replacing the graphic designer, but giving them an assistant that can spit out a dozen rough concepts in a minute, freeing them up to focus on the final creative vision.
The AI expert Neil Sahota just nails it with this quote. It's not replacing people, it's replacing behaviors. So the real question you've got to ask yourself isn't, is my job title safe? The question is, how much of what I do every single day is repeatable? Because that part, that's what's at risk. And get this isn't some kind of hostile takeover we're all fighting against. A massive study from Stanford researchers found that for nearly half of all tasks, workers actually want automation. And the number one reason they gave? To free up their time for more important, more valuable work. We're all tired of the tedious stuff, and a lot of us see AI as the way to finally offload it. So this great refactoring of tasks, it actually creates a brand new economic landscape. I want you to think of it as the judgment economy. As AI starts to handle all the routine thinking, the number crunching, the text generating, it makes a whole other set of skills incredibly rare and, because of that, incredibly valuable. So what is this judgment economy? Well, it's a world where the most valuable people aren't the ones who can produce the most output, but the ones who can make the best decisions, especially when things are uncertain. It's a world where your ability to persuade someone, to build trust, to lead a team towards a common goal, that becomes your primary economic value. These are the skills that are blowing up in value right now. Persuasion, empathy, negotiation, leadership. These are deeply, fundamentally human things. They require understanding context, reading a room, and, as NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang says, being able to infer the unspoken. Noticing that slight hesitation from a team member in a meeting that tells you there's a hidden risk with the project. No machine can do that. Not yet, anyway. This is where we humans are still the champions.
And look, this isn't just some nice theory. The data from that same big Stanford study confirms it. The analysis shows this crystal clear trend. As AI gets woven into our work, the demand for our skills is shifting away from just processing information and moving squarely towards these people-focused organizational skills. The age of the human as a router, just passing information along, yeah, that's ending.
So the big question is, how do we adapt to this new economy? Well, it all starts with a huge mindset shift. We have to stop seeing AI as this enemy coming for our jobs and start seeing it for what it can be. Maybe the most powerful teammate we've ever had. It's time to flip the script. You really have a choice here. You can play defense. That's asking, how do I protect what I have? How do I keep my job? It's a mindset that's all about scarcity and fear. Or you can play offense. That's asking, how do I use this incredible new thing to multiply my value to 10x my impact? That is a mindset of opportunity and growth. And I'll tell you what, right now, most people are still stuck playing defense. Okay, so this brings us to the most important part of this whole thing. How do you actually do this? I'm going to give you a simple 3-step action plan to start playing offense and really future-proof your career. Let's break it down. Step 1, audit your value. I mean it. Sit down and take a hard look at what you do every week, what's repeatable, and what requires your unique human judgment. Then double down on the judgment part. Step 2, treat AI like a teammate. Don't just use AI, delegate to it. Say, hey, write me a first draft of that report, or summarize the last 50 customer reviews for me. This frees you up for the big picture strategy and building client relationships. And finally, step 3, play offense. Be the one who actively looks for problems in your company that AI can help solve. Be the person bringing solutions, not the person waiting to be told what to do. You have to understand we are in this unique window of opportunity right now. Most of your colleagues, your competitors, they're still on the sidelines, just watching, waiting, honestly, kind of paralyzed by fear. The people who are learning, adapting, and using these tools right now are the ones who are going to leap ahead. The real advantage doesn't come from being a coder. It comes from having the right mindset. And so that really leaves us with one final question. The choice isn't if AI will be part of your work in the future. It's about whether you're going to be in the driver's seat. So will you learn to lead AI, or are you going to wait around for it to lead you? The choice